What it is.
What it do?
It's on the reel.
Bringing it to you on the reel.
Just wanted to do a quick update video. We just put out a reaction to coronavirus video last week, 1 week ago today. And man, these past 2 days.
This has been a lot, y'all. And if you look at the video that we did, I didn't know what a coronavirus was. Like, he hit me to that. Now, I'm just like, it's everywhere. Like, it's affecting us in so many different ways.
Yes.
And that's one of the things I talked about. Like, I usually don't get caught up in all of that. And I think the next video we did, I'm like, it's starting to hit home now. And now, today, what is this, March the 9th? The 12th?
12th.
It's home. It's hitting home a lot. I'm getting events canceled. I'm canceling events.
Just today, my kids play baseball and softball. Their season got canceled. Like, my son was at baseball practice, and they came out and shut it down, put an end to the season. NBA is on hold. NHL is on hold. Major League Baseball is on hold.
It's serious, y'all. It is serious. And I mean, there's some serious videos out there. We're going to give y'all some information before we, or we'll post it up on a link or something like that, because the video you showed me, that was pretty interesting. Y'all need to read up on it. And it's almost like, me and Alex was talking about this earlier. If you wear a mask, it really won't help.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do is wash your hands. That's another thing we talked about. And if you use the antibacterial sanitizer, make sure it's what percent?
60.
60%. If it ain't 60%, you're wasting your time.
My sister-in-law works in a hospital, and that's what she told us. 60% alcohol in your hand sanitizer, or it doesn't work.
Educate yourselves, y'all.
Peroxide is the best thing to use.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Better than hand sanitizer?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
What else? Just found out before we started making this video that my church, or I should say the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, worldwide church, over 16 million members, they just stopped sacrament meetings. So no more church on Sundays at the church buildings.
This is real, y'all.
That is unprecedented.
This is stuff that we've seen in the movies.
Yes.
And it's
straight out of a movie.
It's not nothing to panic. I don't want to cause panic, but it is serious. It is serious.
I think it is time for people to stop saying this is overblown.
Right.
Fake news. It's the media's fault.
Yeah, that's over.
They did this to. I heard someone say, and I am a Trump supporter. I heard somebody say that, this is just what they did to destroy Trump's economy and the stock market going high. And it's like, seriously? Are you really that dense? Are you really that arrogant that you think this is just an American problem? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've heard different stories about that. And I don't get too caught up in politics, but I know I've heard of a conversation yesterday in a grocery store, and it was just like, it seems, and I'm not saying I agree with this, I'm not saying I disagree with it, but it's just food for thought. And basically they were saying that it seems like a lot of controversial things like this happen. The bird flu and all these different things happen around election time.
That is weird.
and then another comment they made in that same breath was that when things like this happen, people spend a lot of money because they freak out. And I don't know if you guys experienced it, but if you go to the grocery store, everyone's buying all the damn toilet paper.
Yeah, this virus does not cause explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, so I don't get that part. But I mean, if anything, y'all just educate yourselves. Make sure you keeping up to date with what's going on. And don't get toilet paper and take all the damn toilet paper. Like, what are you?
Right. Yeah, I don't want to spread panic because we've seen what those idiots are doing.
Absolutely.
Can't even go to Costco.
Right. Precaution is what we want to promote.
Be aware. Do what you got to do, but don't go excessive.
Yeah, exactly. Because even if it does hit, worrying yourself to death ain't going to make it better.
Don't panic. Don't fear. If you're in good health, you're be fine. I am not worried about getting sick. I know I will be in contact with this virus because we're all going to be in contact with this virus, whether you like it or not. That's just the truth. That's the way it is. Consider, like, I don't like saying it's like the flu because it's more like pneumonia. But what I mean by it's like the flu is, I mean we're all going to be exposed. We're all going to be in contact.
And it affects us all. We said that last week. Even though it started in China, it was in Spain or something like that.
I'm not worried about. My son caught the swine flu years ago when that was a thing. We'll be fine. Most of us, I'm concerned about elderly people. So far, kids are good. As of right now, so far, kids are good. So don't worry about that.
Educate yourselves. And we were just having this conversation today. I just was educated today that this virus affects elderly people or people where their immune system is not strong as some of us. That it affects them more. Right. So just kind of be mindful of that. Just read on it, guys. Just kind of.
So the same people that have to worry about the flu are the same people that have to worry about pneumonia and the same people that have to worry about this virus. So
there you go.
I think the panic comes from there's no treatment yet, or as far as a vaccine, anti-vaxxers, that doesn't pertain to you. There's no, I don't know, I just lost my train of thought.
No, it's all good. Like I say, educate yourselves. That's the best thing to do, Put yourself around somebody who's coming up. Don't be around people who's just like, scaring you to death. Be around people that's giving you information for precaution and advisory. So, you know what I'm saying? Take in the information. I'm not saying don't be scared. Take it serious, but also make preparations on what you can do to better it.
You can prepare without going overboard.
Exactly.
Like I feel prepared. I don't go out and buy tons of bottled water because I have the 5-gallon jugs.
Okay.
And here in Vegas, we have the kiosks where you just go put your bottle in, and so I haven't stocked up on water. I haven't stocked up on toilet paper. Right. The only thing I have, well, I don't even know if I want to say that. Well, we only got 10 viewers.
Right. That's on the real. We need more. Hey, come subscribe, y'all.
The only thing I've done is on separate shopping trips. I've gone and I went and picked up 1 box of daytime and 1 box of nighttime and 1 box of children's cold and flu medicine at each shopping trip. So I'm not like buying tons at a time.
Right.
It's just every time I go pick up another one.
You want to be accessible.
And so I have,
and like I'm with you on that.
3, so you figure 24 caplets per box or whatever. That's all I have. But the way I see it is, when my family gets in contact with this virus, I don't want to have to be like, feeling like crap, and like I have to go fight the hordes at the grocery store and come to empty shelves of medicine.
Right.
So that is pretty much the only way I've changed my lifestyle. That, and I wash my hands more, and for the first time, use hand sanitizer. So
I've already been washing my hands a lot, and I'm doing it a lot more. My hands are probably going to be his complexion by next week. But hey, it stay clean, and they say keep your hands, don't touch your face so much.
Yeah.
So don't be careful with that. But just educate yourselves, guys. Live your lives. Don't panic, but be cautious.
I think I am actually going to leave a link to the video that we just watched before this.
You guys might want to check that
Probably
out.
not. I don't know if we're allowed to do this. Leave a link of someone else's videos. If not, Joe Rogan. I apologize. It's a Joe Rogan video where he interviews this doctor, or I can't remember his title, but it's a very informative video.
Absolutely.
I think everybody should watch.
And I like him particularly because he said exactly what I just kind of piggyback was, I'm not trying to cause a panic. I'm advising you and helping you be cautious at the same time.
Disclaimer, we are not doctors.
No,
we don't even play doctors on TV or YouTube. No. We're just going off of stuff we've read and stuff we've watched because we research.
Yeah, and so should you.
Yes.